feel like we are really in massive momentum. I love seeing all the new faces pop up in our team pages, people that are joining our team, people that are bringing new people into our team. And I feel also too, when we're really active in reaching up to our upline and we're really active in posting in our groups and we're checking, I feel like we're on the pulse of our business. And I feel like when we're on the pulse of our business, we are in all things. And when we're not in the pulse of our business, we withdraw or retract, and we don't continually check. We don't continually want to see what other people are doing, but also to let people know what you're doing. And we had our call on Saturday after the book club, and that was one of the questions I asked, is like, what are you doing that's working well for you? Are you sharing that with your sidelines? Are you sharing that within the groups that we're in, you guys? Because I tell you, it may not, like Beth may read something that I post and it may fire her up, and maybe Courtney reads it and it doesn't do the same thing. But then Courtney posts something and like Beth is like, that is like brilliant. It's rocket science. I totally resonate with that, and I'm going to try it. There are 10 days. I really feel like we are midway through the month. I feel like that we are in this massive wave. I think we're super excited about GTC, but I want you to sit down and I want you to go through the things that you need to do to hit your goal that you wrote down on your goal sheet for March. Where are you at right now, and what do you need to do to get there? Is it activity? Is it following up your PCs? Is it maybe you had more activity on the book at the beginning and now it's kind of fallen off? Can you replace that? And you guys, it doesn't have to be rocket science. It doesn't have to be something big. It could be really small. Christy, hey, I would love if I could come over and tour your friends, if you guys would sit around and let me share something new that we have within our Arbonne products, you guys. I think sometimes we think so big that the small things get left behind. And I'm doing that right now. I'm finding a lot of people, I have a couple people that are like, I really can't do anything or host until summer. It's just not going to happen at the beginning of summer. And I'm like, great. You're having great luck with the products. You love the RE9, or you love doing the 30 days healthy living. Can I come over with just a couple people and do something at your breakfast table while kids are in school? And they're saying yes, even though they're telling me no for a party because it seems like it's too much work right now. They're saying yes to me just popping over with a few of their closest friends, sharing their story. And you guys, I don't really have to share anything. They're sharing their own story. I'm there like as a backup with the products. And so I have two other people that are going to be joining the 30 days simply because this gal said, yeah, pop on over. My girlfriends are going to pop over. And we did 30 minutes. She told her story. She told her testimony. I showed them what it took to get the products. And they're like, yeah, we're in. We're going to get started. So I think we think party, 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 party. And we all know group presentations are the most effective way to get in front of the amount of people that we need to. And I think sometimes too, I'm talking to some people on my team where they're so focused on the 40 faces and getting in front of people to tell the Arbonne story, they're not doing all the other things that they need to do, following up with their PCs, making sure they have their, 2 workshops or 2 get-togethers a month. They're getting their sample packs out. They're so focused on the 40 faces that they've diverted all their attention away from, all the other things that we need to do. And you guys, I know that this business can be overwhelming sometimes when you feel like you have all this stuff and you have these people and you have this person on your list and the person's supposed to host for you and you're supposed to follow up with this person. You guys, do it methodically and do it regularly and do it all in the course of your day, right? Instead of, I think, doing the one thing that's standing right in front of us, and then we let the other stuff go, and then it builds up, and then we look at a day, maybe 2 days down the road, and we have everything we could have been breaking down over the last couple days, all in one day, and we get stuck, and we do nothing. So look at your goal for March. Let's say your goal was to bonus in your district. Where are you at right now? What do you need to do to make that happen? And then I love this sheet. I show this to my team all the time, you guys. I think it's a simple way to really not lose people in the inertia of the month. So you take a piece of paper and you cross 4 crosses in it. Now, this doesn't take the place of your goal sheet or you're doing your daily focus. This just keeps what you have in front of you, right now, right then. So let's say Shelby's at gymnastics and she's waiting for Mac to get done. And she may not have her goal sheet in front of her. She may not have anything, but she can pull this sheet out. You fold it up and she'd go, oh my gosh, I forgot to follow up with Mary. I'm going to text Mary or call Mary right now. So you're going to have, like I show my team, you're going to have business builders or people that you want to join your team. You're going to have clients and preferred clients. You're going to have orders and reorders, and then you're going to have your parties, right? And basically, this is just your week and month at a glance. And so you can look at it any given day and see what you need to do and what you need to follow up on. If you're out and about and you meet someone, how many of you, I want you to see your hands, how many of you have been out and about and you meet someone and you're like, oh my gosh, I made a great contact. You're going to follow up with them and you lose them in the inertia of life. Raise your hand. We all do it. So if you have this, you can just jot it down and you can commit it to memory. You may be able to transfer it over to your goal sheet, but this is a great way. Literally, you guys, it fits anywhere. It can fit in your purse, your pocket, and you have your things that you need to do right in front of you all the time. Because I know for me, I lose things, and I'm trying not to be a Post-it note girl, right? I'm trying to be the one that I have a Post-it note here and a note there and then a note tucked into my book and I put something in my wallet. If I have this sheet with me, you guys, I'm constantly meeting people. I had a mom this morning at drop-off. She walked up to me and she's like, I've been watching you, and she goes, I know that we've talked about it before. She goes, but I feel like this could be something that could help me build an empire. She goes, I'm doing all these little things, and this is just that drop off. I didn't say a word. I'm like, my hair was like this. Taylor's like, you're going to school like that? I'm like, we don't have time to worry about that. Let's just get to school. But she came up to me and she's like, do you have some time to sit down and talk with me a little bit more about what you do? You guys, I didn't say a word. I need to write that down because the day can go away and things can get busy and life happens and kids and everything else. And what if I forget to follow up with her? And right now in that moment, she's emotional and she's wanting to know more just by watching and listening and reading the things that I post. And I forget to follow up with her, and then life sucks her up. And that excitement and that thing that she wanted to talk to me so much about Arbonne, it kind of gets pushed away because I let my follow-up and my follow-through go too long. Also, too, you guys, write this down. If you have not gone through your PCs and what their rewards are, Arbonne's sending out emails, but a lot of times people don't read their emails. Who are the PCs that you need to follow up with? You can follow up with them on 2 ways. Hey, you have rewards that are going to expire. How are you doing on your products? And 3, guess what? Next month is GTC. We are launching a whole slew of products. I am so excited about it. And whatever you order today or whatever you do, your rewards are going to be good come next month. Like, put that seed in their mind, because that seed's in their mind. So then when you get back and we're going into April, or you get back from GTC, you can reach out to that same preferred client. They're expecting it. They're knowing that you're going to reach out to them and say, remember those products I told you about? Guess what? These are what they are. You plant the seed now, but you're also getting your orders in, and you're having volume, and you're touching that person, that client. Because you guys, I will tell you, it's very easy to forget about your preferred clients because you're really looking for new, and you're constantly wanting those, your new signups, your 25 and 5, that we can really forget about the gold in our team details and our clients, because Arbonne's doing the work for us. Because those clients, most of them don't want to hear from Arbonne. They want to hear from us. They want to have a touch from us. They want to know that they're not forgotten. Because I will tell you, they'll go find the product that we may have that they don't even know about, or maybe that they need, because we haven't followed up to be in front of them. You guys, we're a very instantaneous gratification type of species in and of itself. And if they run out and maybe they don't know how to order, maybe they're not sure if we have a product like that, or if they're not using that, you could drop that hint to them. What happens is they're going to go to the store, and that's going to be a fleeting moment, and they're going to be like, oh, I'll just pick this up at the store. You guys, these are relationships that last. And if you see your PC list dwindling, it's number one because you're not holding on to the PCs that you have, and you're not adding new PCs. So you guys, if you're talking to your PCs about orders and reorders and their rewards, plant the seed for the new products that are coming. Plant the seed so when you get back, you can reach out to them and talk to them. Maybe you ask them for another party, ask them to host again because you have these new products and they want to earn them. So I think that what happens is we sometimes work so vividly in the moment that we forget to broaden the funnel. You know, Amy and I were talking this morning, and we were talking about new, and we were talking about how important it is to consistently bring new into our business, and how this business is a funnel, and there's a big opening at the top and there's a little opening at the bottom. And if we're not careful and we don't keep constantly on the pulse of our business and keep present in our business and follow up with our preferred clients, our consultants, maybe they're just wholesale consultants and they don't ever want to build a business, but we're still touching them, they will slip through and fall through the bottom. And that's why the importance of new comes in. Some will always stay in that funnel, but the new will come in, some will stay, some will fall through the bottom. But you guys, it's the same thing with preferred clients. It's the same thing with the clients that we have. It's the same thing with people that we're constantly touching on. And this gal that talked to me this morning, I mean, she told a story at our Bible study, and it was a pretty amazing story. And we've not really talked a ton, but her story was very compelling. So we've actually seen each other at lunch duty. I've never talked to her about Arbonne. I haven't, honestly. And she friended me on Facebook about, 4 or 5 weeks ago. And she's been watching. And you guys, I haven't even really posted a ton. But to know that she's interested simply because she knows who I am, what I do, that I'm present, that I live the life that I do in Arbonne, and now she wants to know that maybe this is something she can do. So you guys, going through, look at your goals, and that's why I picked Goal Digger. Beth is like, I don't really like that. It's kind of a negative connotation or whatever, but I want you to dig for your goals. I want you to dig for what you started out in March. And I want you to stay present in March. Think about April and prepare for April and prepare for May. But you guys, what we do now, and that's this whole 90 days of consistency. And I was thinking about talking to Beth about this too, is like we started it at the perfect time. Because you guys, what is going to show up at the end of the 90 days is summer. And summer is statistically slower. I think people let off the gas. And if you're present and you're on point and doing what you need to do and fighting for your goals and digging in to get the things that you need to get in your business and that you want to get in your business and the things that you want to see, guess what? That's all going to come to fruition in the summer months when we statistically slow down. So now's the time to dig in. This is the end of our first 30 days of the third 90 days of consistency. Are you on point? If you're not, reach out to your upline VP or your upline area and say, hey, guess what? I'm doing this 40 Faces thing and I feel like I'm getting traction, but I don't feel like I'm getting in front of enough people. Can you help me? Because this is also a time that we ask for help. This is also a time that what happens is we're not meeting our goals. We don't have the activity. Our numbers don't reflect what we really want. And we back up. And we don't want to tell anybody because we're like, well, maybe it'll get better. Maybe it'll get better. This is the time when you need to lean in and you need to ask for help. You need to ask for guidance. You need to be transparent and say, hey, this is not panning out the way I want it to pan out. Can you help me? Can you see the voids in what I'm doing in order for me to hit my goal? So I want you guys to just really, really not what's the word I want to use? It doesn't sound negative. I don't want you to reduce the size of your goal for March because it doesn't look like it's going to happen. I don't want you to reduce what you expect out of March and what you want to happen in your business because you're not where you need to be. We still have a ton of time left. And they say statistically, mid-month, you're only a third of the way through what you're going to have by the month end, no matter if it's March or any other month. So where are you today? And what do you need to do to reevaluate your goals? And are you willing to pick up the phone? And are you willing to call and you willing to ask? And then also too, are you willing to dig into the people that you have waiting for you, the hostesses and all of those things. The other thing that I think is important to ask you guys, and I want you to, you don't have to raise your hand, but I want you to, have you gone through your web stats? Not your team details, not what you have currently that you can see. Have you gone in to your web stats on the website and gone to all those people that you haven't seen pop up in your team details as preferred clients or orders? Because you guys, there's a wealth of volume. There's a wealth of people that you could share. The half off consultant, you guys, that is huge. There's a girl that's signing up direct to Erin, my daughter, and she was like, it's $79, and she just moved to Idaho, and she's really into the nutrition, and I said, it's half price, and she goes, done. I mean, she was gonna wait because it was $79. I told her it was half price, and she's like, it's a done deal. We actually have a getting started call with her now that she's back. But here's the thing. It's really not a ton of money, but in some people's minds, it's huge. So who do you have that is in your web stats? Also, maybe someone that didn't renew. Maybe someone that didn't renew that maybe they just didn't want to, or maybe they fell through the cracks. There was a lot of up and down and who renewed and who didn't, and what's the system caught and who didn't. Who are those people that were consultants that regularly ordered, that loved the discount? Call them up and say, it is half price for you to get started. There was one gal that didn't renew and she wanted to order. She just ordered a fit kit. But I told her, I said, honestly, the way you use your ID, it's really better for you to be a preferred client. Let me tell you why. She's like, it's not better to be a consultant? Because she wasn't building a business. She's not interested in doing that right now. But at the end of the day, I showed her what the difference was, because she was going to do a consultant thing just to get the discount. And she goes, you're right. It's better for me to be a PC. So understanding that and knowing it, and then reaching out into those people in your web stats. I have so many people in my web stats, and some of them don't answer. Some of them probably see me calling or whatever, and they're like, I don't want to know. But there will be a select few in that group of people that will be grateful that you reached out to them, and it will be the perfect time. On a call with Amy today, she was saying she got a blast from the past, and someone reached out to her, and she's like, I would love to share this with his wife. And I'm like, then do it. Like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, do it. You know, they reached out to you for a reason. It's a God wink, right? Maybe not. But if they don't say yes to want to learn more about the business, guess what? You can say, can I send you a pack of samples? And you can send stuff for him and stuff for her, and you can start that dialogue, you guys. Some people might think, well, that's a loss if they're not going to want to hear the business. No, you just open the door to dialogue. So, and think about all the people on the web stats that don't know anything about the new products that we have already. The skin conditioning, not skin, I'm using that like crazy right now, the facial oil, the things that we brought in, the Ultra. People in web stats that aren't current preferred clients, they don't know anything about the Ultra if you haven't told them about the Ultra. So it's really digging in deep into the depths of your business to figure out where you can find those diamonds in the rough, because that's what we're digging for. We're digging for diamonds. And you guys, ultimately, this is what it boils down to. You can make a list. You can go into web stats. You can do all those things. But at the end of the day, are you willing to do what it takes to follow through? Because the fortune is in the follow-up. It is hands down, and follow-up on all counts. So realize what your goal was when you started this month. Realize there's 10 days left. You guys, that is a long time in Arbonne. 10 days is a long time in Arbonne. What are you willing to do to dig deep and hit those goals and maybe surpass them? The call this morning, she was like, I really think that, I don't know if we're going to hit that goal. And I'm like, that's your awesome goal. You're going to probably hit or go past your good goal, but you could hit your awesome goal. It's okay to have 3 tiers. That's why they have the goal sheet the way that it is, because magic happens when we least expect it, right? If we're doing the do and we're in our business, and we have to be on the pulse of our business, you guys, because days will go by. Days can go by and you could go, I didn't really do anything the last 3 or 4 days. 3 or 4 days in Arbonne is a long time too. So what are you willing to do to dig deep for your goals? If you need to reevaluate or you need clarity, reach out to your upline VP, reach out to me, to Beth. Say, hey, listen, this is what I have. This is what I have left. This is what I want to hit. What do you see? And also too, if you're bringing new people into the business, you guys, you need to paint the vision. If they're starting today, they can still do amazing things in 10 days. Someone can finish district in 10 days. Someone can go well over halfway to district in 10 days. If you're painting the vision and you're showing them and giving them the tools how to do it. So, Beth, do you have anything to add?
Hey, Terry, I just wanted to add you guys just that there's a new special with the Genius Ultra starting today. So for new signups on the Genius Ultra, so for new preferred clients, I mean, this is huge. This is a huge volume booster for us for the end of March. For anybody who's been on the fence, they can get their sign up for free. When a Genius Ultra ASVP is picked, the preferred client membership is free. The shipping is free. And then they have an automatic free product, which is the neck cream. So they don't get to pick another, free product. But so sign up is free, shipping is free, neck cream is free, and then of course it comes with the eye cream and the serum, and of course the magical wand, the Genius Ultra. So that starts today. I need to go on to the source and pull up that flyer so you guys have it, because I do believe that there's even a special for us with that. It's just we don't get anything for free except for the neck cream. But that's huge, you guys. That's huge for all the activity we have booked from here till the end of the month. That is a huge bonus to be able to be sharing, because what you're going to get a lot of is you're going to get folks that were like, well, I want that plus the RE9, or I want that plus the Fit Kit. They're going to get the membership free with that Genius Ultra ASVP, but that opens up the door for them to get with their free membership another Fit Kit. The other thing I wanted to point out, you guys, it's so funny that Terry pointed out the I just drew that out in a darker pen so you can see what she was talking about. But my to-do list today is drawn out like that, except for there's a couple more categories. I have some subcategories. So one of them is the healthy living event we have going on tomorrow night live. And I have a massive list of folks that I'm inviting. And it's so funny, as names are popping into my head, I'm adding them to that. So that's a great opportunity, guys. Remember that the Healthy Living Live event tomorrow night is like an extra party for me and for all of us. So if you need, like, let's say, like Terry's saying, where you evaluate, let's say you're looking like you're going to be $2,000 short of your month, and you're working to get that activity. So treat tomorrow night like at least 2 parties. And so how would it be 2 parties if you've got like 8 to 10 people on the Healthy Living Live event? That's like 2 parties, you guys, if you have 8 to 10 people there. Mm-hmm. So with that, then you get to follow up with those folks. And if all those folks get on the detox, I mean, let's say half of them, let's say 5 of them, that right there is like having 2 parties themselves. That's, $1,500 QV. I mean, guys, that's huge. So use tomorrow night as an earn and learn, because that's an opportunity to get people to hear Terry do the presentation, but it's also like an extra presentation for us. It's another party we get to add, and the only way we get to add it is if we get people on it. And so if you want 10 people on that call tomorrow night, then that means, guys, we're going to have to invite 50 to 60 people to get onto that call. And you guys don't just randomly invite people. Send people a message. Send people a voice message and say, hey, I would really love to introduce this program to you. I've seen you post before that you're looking for ways to lose weight, whatever you want to say, but send them a message. It's a really fun way to actually be a fly on the wall. You don't have to go to anything. You don't have to get dressed up. You can literally just pull it up. You're making dinner, or if you're already in bed, whatever, depending on time zone you're in. But this is a way that you can just pull it up and listen. It's about 30 minutes long, and you can ask questions too. So we're going to really, encourage that productivity with the interaction on there as well. But make sure, you guys, that you tell the folks that you're inviting that they say, I'm going, because they won't get that live notification. Once Terry goes live in that event, they won't get the notification unless they click, I'm going.
Hey, really quick,
that. Yeah.
There was someone that posted in the event, go where?
Right, that people don't understand. Yeah, when you're inviting, make sure that they understand, you guys, that this is actually in Facebook. That's why I just posted 3 things to know about the event, that it's a virtual event. Let them know it's a virtual event, because I think people are confused. They get the invitation. I saw somebody say, oh, I'm sorry, I'm going to be out of town, or I'm like, okay, yeah, you could be the next town over and pull your phone up. I mean, let people know that that's what it is, you guys, that it's a virtual. And then we have a Discover Arbonne tonight. I'm so excited I get to share the lines with Sierra Anderson. And so you're going to have 2 distinctive people. Sierra and I are very different. I know, like, she's very young and beautiful, and I'm older. And but Sierra is you know, she's going to be different in that she's not married, doesn't have kids, she's got lots of fur babies, but that's going to be a great way to invite those folks that you feel like don't fit into the category of me being a mom with kids. And I love the diversity of our business. I love that we have so many different types of people from different walks of life that build this business. So you guys, on your list too today, you know, get and create a list of folks that you want to invite onto that call tonight as well. So you've got the Discover Arbonne, we have the Healthy Living event. These are great opportunities. And Terry is so right. We have 12 days, you guys, left, counting today, 12 days left in this month. So you'd be amazed at what you can accomplish. And, you know, let's say you have somebody that jumps on that call tonight and says, hey, I got to get this started. Do you want me to show you? I mean, the next question out of your mouth is like, congratulations, that's awesome. Do you want me to show you how to make a check for the month of March? Well, yeah, we can do that. Absolutely. Like, I want to show you how to get not only a $100 cash bonus, but several $100s on top of that. And all you do is say that, would you like to know how? Well, yeah. And I hope if you guys don't know how to show somebody how to do that, then you need to call somebody and ask us. But Terry actually did a tip of the week on this. I think it's like 3 weeks back on my YouTube page about how to show people how to hit that $100 cash bonus and get, you know, $400, $500, $600 paycheck. So we don't have time to go over that on this, but those are the kinds of questions you can ask, you guys, and people will go for it. We just have to raise the bar right out the window instead of lowering it for folks, you guys. So,
Beth, the difference between people that are getting the people to join their team and getting them excited and having them believe that anything is possible are the ones that are painting the picture and asking the question. We don't know if they want that unless we ask the question. I think sometimes we pussyfoot around because we don't want to offend people or push people or give them too much or whatever. Listen, that person will guide you based upon what they do. Right. If we guess for people, we're taking their future and we're putting our limitations on it. Our limitations aren't necessarily someone else's limitation. Because you've seen it over and over and over. It works when you paint the picture. You can repost that 1-page document that I made on that for just showing you. I mean, literally, you know, eight what was it, like 8 ASVPs? Like almost $500 a paycheck. Mm-hmm. Who do you know that needs $500? Mm-hmm. So
yeah, and you could have somebody say I'm starting tonight, and they get 10 people on tomorrow night. Boom, they're already at 3,000 QB.
They're halfway to district. I mean, that's awesome. So you guys don't set your limitations or things that I think sometimes the fresher and newer you are in this business, the more adventurous you are, because you become more cautious with the no's or maybe the not callbacks or the no response or whatever. You guys, you know how many people I've reached out to for parties that I've not said a word back? Crickets. Yeah. I can't even tell you, but it doesn't stop me from asking. And, you know, they're coming in, they're trickling in because you guys, I'm focused, like I said, on personal business, for my personal activity. So I'm not going to let the people that didn't respond stop me from asking those that may respond yes, or whatever the case may be. So don't guess for them, give them the information and let them choose. Let them say yes or no. And you're right, tomorrow night's going to be exciting. We have a good group going, and it's great that we have a lot of consultants on that, and I'm glad that you all are saying yes. But I want to see names I've never seen before on there. Mm-hmm. That's the purpose of the live event. You guys have heard me do a Healthy Living over and over and over. But at the end of the day, it's the fresh new names that are getting on there that are hearing the possibility of health and hope are the ones that we want to see on there, because that means you guys are getting people and you're opening the door for you to open this up to other people. And it's exciting. So, yeah. You guys have any questions? Anything to add?